What's up, guys? It's Kenyatta, aka Patchlock, and I'm just coming to you guys today about the Pokemon Sword and Shield exclusives because, well, I kind of slacked off on giving my reaction on Surfetch, but that was mainly a personal choice since I wasn't the biggest fan of that one. I mean, it goes from being a normal flying type to a pure fighting type. And we have plenty of pure fighting types, and yeah, we have plenty of normal flying types, but we also don't have. What we don't have is an abundance of fighting flyers. And I get it, it's holding a sword and a shield, its wings are occupied. But it'll be nice to have more than one fighting flying type. So just throwing it out there, Pokemon Company. That's the sword? Yes, that's the sword exclusive. And its hidden ability is still unknown at this time. But I would venture to guess that it can either be one of two abilities that already exist in the game. The first one being Aerialate, which is the ability to amplify the power of normal type moves and turn them into flying type moves. It's not the same as giving it stab flying, as it's only a 30% boost, but it sort of makes up for him lacking any unique quality other than carrying around a sword and a shield. He also could get Stance Change. Stance Change is an ability exclusive to Aegislash, and yeah, it would kind of suck that Aegislash can't keep itself unique, but Surfetch is another Pokemon that carries around a sword and a shield. So it would make sense that it could have an offensive form and a defensive form, and its stats would switch accordingly. Would it be a viable defensive pick? Probably not, because I doubt its HP is going to be too high unless its lore around it having survived many battles plays into an increase in HP. Sort of since it's the same as endurance. I don't know. I don't see that happening though. I think it's gonna keep low HP, and that's why it's still not gonna survive many hits. And I mean, it's just fighting. What does fighting really resist? Bug and dark and rock, and you hardly see any of those types competitively anyway. So it's still the same thing. Now, the one last thing I want to add about this is that not he, but it gets Meteor Assault. That is a move unique to it. That is pretty much probably going to be a fighting type version of a Hyper Beam, or rather a Giga Impact. Giga Impact is a move with base power 150, and it forces the user to take a turn to recharge. It can't make any moves, and neither can the trainer. And Meteor Assault is going to be the same way. Since it's physical, that's the best comparison. And moving on to the Pokemon Shield exclusive, which I'm more excited about because I'm getting Shield, is Galarian Ponyta. I like Galarian Ponyta because, well, its appearance is just beautiful. And I feel like the drawback is that it's not a fairy type, even though it looks like one. It's just a pure psychic type. But it does get a unique ability called Pastel Veil. Now this is going to be a terrain effect, it looks like, that heals the poison condition of any of your allies, and it also prevents your allies from getting poisoned. This is a curious ability because it's unconfirmed yet whether this applies to your allies, to your benched Pokemon during single battle, or if it only applies to allies that are actually out on the field with it, or at least during the time that Pastel Veil is active, because it's probably going to last for 5 turns or so, like the other terrains. They didn't show its evolution, and I wonder if that's because this version of Ponyta is not actually going to evolve into Rapidash. I think that this one is going to evolve into a more Pegasus-like creature. Now, I would even go so far as to say it might even lose the psychic typing altogether and become a fairy flying type. But I can also see a psychic flying type because they've done it before. And although we have practically no fairy flying types, we have few psychic flying types as well. So I can see if they just want to add to that roster. It's probably still going to keep Pastel Veil. It'll be interesting to see if it goes from being a physical attacker to a special attacker. I kind of can see it being a special attacker or maybe a mixed attacker, because there are plenty of psychic types who are special attackers, and I can count on one hand the number of physically offensive psychic types there are in the Pokedex. It's Metagross and Metagross. I really can't think of any other ones, especially any ones that are viable. I can see it being both physical and special, and as a psychic type, it could become more frail than a normal Rapidash. That would just be the drawback. As far as attacks go, we haven't been shown any unique attacks like for Sirfetch'd, so I doubt that's going to play a role in things. But I do like it, if only for the appearance. Even if it ends up sucking, I mean, even if it's just like a pure psychic type throughout the entirety of its existence, it still looks nice. I would have liked to see some confirmation about the speculation of the other version of Ponyta that we saw in the forest, because there's the pinkish sparkly version and then there's the one with the darker mane. Some people have suggested that it could be a gender difference, but it could also be maybe a ghost type or a dark type, maybe a psychic dark type or a psychic ghost type, and we could have a Ninjask situation on our hands. For those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a Pokemon from the 3rd generation called Shedinja, and when it evolves, if you have an open Pokemon slot in your party, when it evolves, you'll get 2 Pokemon out of it. Shedinja turns into Ninjask, and you get a new Pokemon called... Oh, you know what? It was Shedinja. I'm thinking of Nincada. Nincada evolves into Shedinja and Ninjask. I don't know, it could be something like that. Maybe when Ponyta evolves into Rapidash, it also leaves behind a Ghost Dash. It's like, I don't know, maybe the Pokemon's name will be something like Old Dusty Trail. It's like... Also guys, stay tuned for next week, as we are getting new Pokemon information tomorrow regarding why Pokemon Sword and Shield is going to take up so much space in the Nintendo Switch. I can't wait to hear the reason behind it, and it actually makes me more hyped to play the game. So, listen out for that. It's been me, ya boy, Patchlock. Peace.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you liked the video, hit that like button and share it with someone you think would like it too. We'd appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We upload at least 2 videos a week, so definitely subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay up to date. You can also find us outside of YouTube. Until next time, catch you later.